Hello everybody, welcome to this Verbling class. Today's class is a writing class and our theme for writing today is amazing pictures. So we're going to get a little bit of inspiration from some curious, shall we say, some curious pictures and a few little suggestions from me as to what you may write about, but really it's up to you. I quite like to have kind of free writing classes to give you the opportunity to use whatever English you want to practice, descriptions, stories. It's a really good chance to use some vocab and stretch yourself a little bit with your grammar and have it corrected by me towards the end of the class. So if you want to practice your writing, do come along in. You can choose a picture and we will write about it together. So while we're waiting for our lovely students, I just want to let you know about two pages that you can use to help you here on Verbling. They're both going to be pasted into the chat box. There is my Facebook page and my Verbling teacher page. Check me out on Facebook if you want to keep in touch in that way and you're a Facebook fan. Otherwise, the Verbling teacher page is a great place to go for more information about my schedule, private tutoring sessions, or to write a message about anything in case you would like to ask something. So do get in touch with me in any way you like. Alright, so today's topic is amazing pictures. Those of you who have arrived in the class, feel free to go and check out the document in the Google Drive, and I'm just going to say hi to you guys first of all. So, hello to Paulo.
Hello, Amy. Nice to meet you. I'm from Brazil.
It's lovely to meet you too, Paulo. Which part of Brazil are you from?
I am in Belo Horizonte, southeast of Brazil.
All right. I haven't heard of it. Is that a big city?
Yes, it's a big city. 3 million people, inhabitants living here.
All right, 3 million. That is quite big. And what kind of a city is it? What would you say is the best thing about living there, Paulo?
The people living here are very friendly, and our environment and climate is warm, and we have a great mountains, and our food are delicious. Our foods are delicious, and we have a lot of kind of entertainment like theaters, cinemas, and parks, and universities too. It's
Wow,
great.
that sounds awesome.
Yes, also.
All right, well, I'm going to have to come to Brazil one day. I've already got that on my travel plan because I meet lots of Brazilian students, and I don't know whether it's still... Yeah, my screen keeps freezing, but anyway, it sounds awesome, Paulo. Welcome to the class. If you just want to have a little look at the Google Drive, you should find today's documents in there while I'm speaking to the others. So hello to Yuki.
Yes, hello, Amy. I found one. There is a thing I found in previous class. Our teacher want to shrink our brain by selecting a very twisted theme, difficult theme. You know, David was suffered from it.
Yes, I'm doing it on purpose.
You are doing on purpose. Oh, don't run away, teacher. Oh, Amy was gone. Are you there, Paulo?
Yes, nice to meet you, Yukino.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you. We already...
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
Are you
I
okay?
remember you. Are you from Japan, yes?
Yes, I'm from Japan. But currently I live in Russia.
In Russia? Oh.
Yes.
Is it nice to live in Russia?
Oh, it is difficult to say. Sometimes nice, sometimes bad. Winter season is not so bad, not so good to live here. It's cold.
Okay. Right.
All right, sorry guys,
Welcome
I
back.
don't know why I suddenly got cut off there, but anyway,
Don't run away, please.
I'm trying not to. Google Chrome seems to be having a bad. I don't know. It did this to me
You
yesterday.
got angry from what I said.
Yes, I did. I'm in a mood with you.
Ah, sorry. I
Not at
didn't
all,
mean
not
it.
at all. Okay, let's say a quick hi to Diana. Hello, Diana.
Hello, Amy. How are you?
Good. Nice to see you again. How's everything?
My first day.
It's your first time with me. I'm sure that we've met before.
Second one.
Then,
I had a class with you maybe 1 month ago, or
Yeah.
3 weeks ago.
I remember you. Your picture was very distinctive.
Okay.
So
That's
how's your English going?
Hello. Hello.
Oh no, not again. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
This. Speak, please.
I said, how is your English going? Is your studying going okay?
Oh yes, but I don't have a good level, but I think to try to practice, and I like verbing so much for that.
Excellent. Well, I'm really glad to hear that you like verbling. And definitely the key to improving is practice for sure. So keep going, Diana. You'll get better and better the more you practice.
I hope. Thank you.
Okay, welcome to Alejandro as well.
Hello, teacher.
Hello. Nice to see you again. Welcome to the class. We're going to get started, guys, so that you've got plenty of time to do some writing. I'm hoping that you can access the documents in the Google Drive. And just give me one moment while I get the links for you, because sometimes this is easier. So just bear with me for 1 sec, and we'll see what we can do. So I've got 2 files for you guys. One is the pictures, and I'm going to post that one here. And one is the actual document that we're going to use to write on. So go for that one. I'll give you permission in just a sec. And hopefully we can all get into this, because okay. So if you guys can go ahead, see if you can access those files. To try to upload the second one, it doesn't be coming up. Alright, so I'm going to get the pictures onto our screen. Now, these are kind of, get rid of that. Come on, Chrome. Feels like it's Friday already. Chrome doesn't want to work for me. There we go. Alright, so first of all, guys, we're going to have a really, really quick look at the pictures, and you can feel free to have a look at them a little bit more once we finish discussing. Basically, they're just there to sort of inspire you, so don't feel like you have to be kind of enclosed by them. But I've just gone through and picked some kind of random, interesting looking pictures that I found on the internet. And on the other document, what I've got is a series of questions that you can use to inspire you. So take a look at the pictures. We've got here some light bulbs. We've got a guy in a kayak followed by a great white shark. Looks pretty scary. We've got a cat reading. We've got some interesting eye makeup. We've got some art, which is kind of cool. Some more art. Some sand sculpture. We've got the northern lights, although maybe the southern lights. We've got a very photoshopped, I believe, giraffe stuck up a tree. We've got I'm not sure what that animal is, actually, to be honest. Some kind of a rodent sharing his meal with some birds. And we've got a whale on the beach. So any of those pictures may inspire you to write something today, guys. Now what I'm going to do is get rid of that. You are welcome to access that again at your heart's content, and I'm going to get the other one up for us so that we can just The file you have requested does not exist. Excellent. Okay, great. I'm just going to try and upload it again. Okay. Cool. Let's see if that works. Excellent. All right, let me see if you guys can access this. I'm going to give you another link, guys, because for some reason, I don't know why, but the first time I tried to upload it didn't actually work. So, alright, so the document that I want you to use to write on is the one I've typed, this one here. So there we go, see if you can access that. Oh, I'm back. And the picture should be there as well, that's the first one. So let me know if you guys can get into that. That would be great if you can. How are we all doing? Right, how are we doing, guys? Have you guys managed to get into the file?
First link doesn't work. Second link, yes, it is displayed, but I can't write it on it.
You can't edit it. Oh, what a nightmare. Thank you, Yuki. Alright, let me try again. What we're going to do, guys, is forget about the file for a moment, okay? If you can just open a document on your own computer, then we'll get started with writing. In the meantime, while you guys are writing, I'll try and get the file back again so that we can use it to correct each other's work. Are you able to access the picture file, okay?
Yes, picture file is available.
Excellent, that's great. So go ahead, choose a picture. I'm going to just share my screen so that you can see the questions I've put on the top of the file, and you may want to use those to be inspired about, like, basically what you want to write about. You can write about anything you like. You can make it a description, you can make it a story, you can choose more than one of the photos if you want to stretch yourself a bit today. There are the questions, hopefully you can see those, to inspire you. So just write somewhere else on your computer for now. I will do my best to get the file sorted. I'll give you about 20 minutes or so. So go ahead and use your creativity and imaginations and your absolute best English, and then we'll come back and correct our work together in about 20 minutes. If you have any questions, just ask.
Yes, I can choose any picture.
You can choose any picture, one or more.
Okay. And the idea is to do a description and answer the questions.
Yeah, you can answer the questions. They're really just there for your inspiration. So you can do whatever kind of writing you like, but use them to help you if you get stuck for ideas.
Okay.
And I believe that the file is there now, guys. So hopefully you can access that.
Okay, I'm ready.
Paolo, okay, you probably need to write a little bit more. So maybe if you finish with one picture, choose another picture or two and write some more, and I'll come back to you once you've done that, okay?
Okay.
All right. Hopefully the file is there now, guys. So if you do want to access it, it should be available. About 5 more minutes, everybody. So just think about finishing up what you're saying. Alright guys, so what we're going to do is start correcting in order of whoever's finished first, really. So is there anyone who'd like to go first? Are you done, Alejandro?
Yes, I'm finished.
Excellent. What I'm going to get you to do is either copy and paste into the file. Is that you who's just gone into the file there? Otherwise, you can copy and paste into the chat box and I'll put it into the file. Either of those options.
Okay. It's in the chat.
Alright, cool. Just a sec. And the other chat. All right, let me copy and paste. Thank you. And we'll put it in here so that we can all see. And I'm going to get you to read it out in just a sec. Make it bigger. Okay, off you go. Could you read it, please, Alejandro?
Okay. There is a giant painted on the wall. The artist drew it because he wanted to say something about our ancient past. There is a very old history. It tells about our parents came from another planet and created us. We are their children. They taught us all knowledge. However, we lost it. So that our home is fall down. We have get back the knowledge.
All right, so you chose a cool picture there, Alejandro. I really liked that one of the kind of giant getting into the house, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I really like your interpretation of it. So let's have a look at what you've written. There is a giant painted on the wall. Excellent. The artist, probably because you've put painted, that you could probably put painted here, but drew is correct as well. So the artist painted or drew it because he wanted to say something about our ancient past. Perfect! There is a very old story. I think it's better to have a full stop here because you're introducing something new and then you're going to describe it. So I'd go for that instead of a comma. If you do have a comma, you need to get rid of this and put it as a lowercase, but we'll leave it in the uppercase. So it tells us. We always need an object or something with the verb to tell, okay? So it tells us about our parents. Who came from another planet? Who came from another planet and created us? Then maybe we need a full stop because otherwise we either need a list or probably and. So I'd do full stop, new sentence. We are their children and they taught us all knowledge. I would say we need to say here all their knowledge. Because all knowledge, okay, it could work if you mean all knowledge of the universe or life or something, but I think it sounds better to say there. However, don't forget a capital. We lost it, so that our home, here we have to put not is fall down, but has fallen down. Has fallen down. Or we could put fell down. But I think has fallen down is a bit better. We can't put is fall down because if you use is, you must put ing. So you can say is falling, but that means that it's happening right now. And I think what you mean is that it's already happened, right?
Yeah.
So let's put has fallen down, or you can put fell down. We have to get back the knowledge.
Okay.
But usually what we would do is put the object here. So we have to get the knowledge back. Okay? So to get something back rather than to get back something, okay?
Okay.
But well done for using that phrasal verb because that's a really good one to use. It makes perfect sense here. I love it. It's very mysterious, Alejandro. Overall, really great work. Don't forget that you always need to specify the subject. So the subjects and the objects are really important. Don't forget with tell, we always need to tell somebody something, okay? So to tell somebody something. And other than that, I think it was really good. Excellent work.
Thank you.
Okay, who would like to go next? Diana, Paolo, or Yuki?
Hello, I'm ready.
Paolo, great. Now, Paolo, could you copy and paste your work into the document or into the chat box, please?
I put in the chat box.
Great. Let me just have a quick look. All right. Have you done it yet?
Yes.
Ah, there it is. Cool. Okay, thank you, Paolo. I had to scroll up to find it. All right, so I'm going to put this into the document and we can all see it. We'll do the same as what I did with Alejandro, so I would like you to please read it for us.
All right. I would like to write about Aurora Boreal. For me, it's a great picture because it connects us to something bigger than our humanity. Aurora Boreal allows us to know how the universe is wonderful, infinite, and full of mysteries. The colors are wonderful because they're a mix of blue, green, and purple sometimes. I love to look at the sky and see how God's great and how our humanity is limited. I enjoy with the possibilities of the sky and the possibilities of our nature. Our emotion can stay connect with our soul, and we could be free for feel whatever we want to be.
Wow, awesome, Paolo.
Thank you.
I really like your ideas, and I love how this kind of inspires you to write about all these things. So I know which picture you chose, and I love that one myself. I think it's really, I don't know, unusual and beautiful in that kind of way. I believe that this is Aurora Borealis. I might be wrong there, but that's Latin anyway, so we won't worry too much about it. I would like to write about, because there's only one of them, we can just put the or nothing, okay, but not because suggests that there's more than one. Although there's one in the north and one in the south, they're sort of separate entities, so go for the.
Yeah.
All right, for me, it is a great picture. It is a great picture. We always need to have the subject. We can't just go straight to the verb, okay? So use it. It's a great picture because, and then here we need the same thing. It, again. It connects. Don't forget, because we're using third person, we need to have the S for present verbs.
Okay.
It's a great picture because it connects us to something bigger than our humanity. Awesome. Aurora Boreal or Borealis allows us to know how the universe is wonderful, infinite, because infinity is the noun and infinite is the adjective, okay?
Okay.
And full of mysteries with a Y. Weird English spelling. The colors are wonderful because so here we need the subject again. We need subjects all the time in English. It's a bit of a pain. They are a mix of blue, green, and purple sometimes. I love to look at the sky, I think that's just a typo, and see how God is great and how our humanity is limited. Really awesome ideas. I enjoy, you don't need to say with, so I enjoy the possibilities, okay?
Okay.
I enjoy the possibilities of the sky and the possibilities of our nature. Our emotion can stay, here I would say, can stay, not connect, but stay connected to.
Okay.
So if you connect to something, that's what we usually use. The preposition is to. Our emotion can stay connected to our soul, and we can be free, because could is hypothetical, right? But because you've got can here, we need to stick with it and put it again here. So we can be free for feeling. I would say to feel. We can be free to feel whatever we want to probably feel. Because you've got that repetition. Or we are free to be whatever we want to be. So as sort of like another option. But if I were you, I would keep feel and feel, be and be together. It gives a bit more emphasis and it makes more sense, okay?
Okay, thank you.
No worries, that was an awesome piece of writing. I love your ideas. And very few mistakes. All you need to remember really is that you've got to have the subject. Every time you have a sentence with a verb, you need a subject as well, okay? Well
Okay,
done,
thank you.
Paolo. Cool. All right, it looks to me as if Yuki's ready, so we'll go for you next, and then we'll do you last, Diana. So Yuki, what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna make you two smaller so we can see Yuki's on one screen.
Can you see?
Yep, I can see it. All right, Yuki, off you go to read when you're ready.
A cat wearing glasses and reading a thick book reminds me of a learned cat who appears in the beginning of poem by Alexander Pushkin, Ruslan and Lyudmila. In this poem, the cat walks slowly down the oak tree on the seashore and begin to tell a tale. Many think that a cat is not so smart animal, and it forgets soon many things it has learned a second before. It is said that the size of a cat's brain is smaller than cow's one. Is a cat really stupid? Scientists say that the cat has a quite high intelligence. They say that the neurons cat's brain has 2 times more than that of dog. In average, a cat has 300 million neurons, while a dog has only 160 million neurons. Most important features of cat's ability is that it can learn things by itself alone. It has the ability to study how to open a door after watching carefully human behavior. Cats have a quite high intelligence to be able to learn a lot of tricks. In Moscow, there is even a circus. Even there is a circus shows where cats enjoy people with their tremendous acrobatic dance. I also know there is a cat who learns how to toilet by itself. Maybe a human who are lazy and doesn't like to study like me has to learn good manners of cats.
Yuki, this is so interesting. I've learnt loads from this.
Thank you.
So you chose the picture of the cat wearing glasses. I thought that was cute because I always think cats look as if they're quite studious, that type of animal, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's have a look at it. A cat wearing glasses and reading a thick book reminds me of a learned cat who appears in the beginning of a poem. Poem by Alexander Pushkin, Ruslan and Lyudmila. Okay, well done. Great sentence. In this poem, the cat walks slowly round. You did originally put round and round, and that's absolutely fine. So I'm going to put it back in, but in brackets, okay?
Round beside the oak tree.
Well, if you say round and round, what it means is it keeps going, right? Once, twice, 3 times. If you say round, it doesn't really specify. And if you say beside, well, that means it goes round and then it walks beside. So it's sort of up to you. But all of those are correct.
Yeah? It works as an adverb.
Yes. Okay, and don't forget, because we've got oak, it begins with a vowel, you need an oak tree. On the seashore. The seashore. And begins, don't forget because it's third person, right? Begins to tell a tale. Many think that a cat is not so smart animal. Not, what we would probably say, Yuki, is not such a smart animal. You could also say, no, that's the best way of saying it. Not such a smart animal, and it soon forgets many things it has learned. Don't forget learned. This is leaned. You need the R. Many things it has learned a second before. It is said that the size of a cat's brain is smaller than a crow's one. Don't forget we need the article, Yuki.
Mhm.
Is a cat really stupid? Scientists say that a cat has quite a high. Okay, kind of tricky to remember. Almost. They say that the neurons in a cat's brain. Otherwise, we're not sure where the neurons are. We've got to specify. So the neurons in a cat's brain are 2 times. Or you could say the neurons, or a cat's brain
Right.
has 2 times more neurons, right? So it's a little bit tricky depending on which way round you want to say it.
Cat brain have 2 times more neurons
Yep.
than that
Or
of dog.
exactly, that's the other way of saying it. Or the neurons in a cat's brain are 2 times greater
Great.
than that of a dog. Perfect. On average, it's always on average, Yuki.
Okay.
On average, a cat has 300 million neurons, while a dog has only 160 million neurons. Wow. Did you know this, or did you look it up on Google?
I look up, sorry.
I was going to say, I'd be very impressed if you knew this. All right, but anyway, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Most important features. The most important. Don't forget, because if we use superlative, we always need the, because it's only the one thing, okay? A cat's ability. I think what you mean is the most important feature of a cat's ability is that it can learn things by itself. We don't need alone, because by itself already means alone.
Okay.
And this is better to use because it gives the emphasis, it's clearer. It has the ability, or an ability, to study how to open a door after watching carefully human behavior. Or a human's behavior. But I think it's better this way. Cats have quite a high intelligence to be able to learn a lot of tricks. In Moscow, there is even a circus show where cats... Okay, wait a sec. This is confusing. In the circus in Moscow, are the cats performing?
There is a circus
Yeah.
where cats appears and enjoy people with their acrobat.
Okay, so if you say that the cats enjoy people, that means that the people are doing acrobats and the cats are watching, right?
Make people enjoy, sorry.
Yeah, so people, but you could say, for example, cats entertain people, right? And then you've got it the right way around, but it was a funny sentence. Is this true? Is there really a
It's
cat
true,
circus?
true. Yes, I have been there. Yes.
Whoa, what was it like?
It's a special theater, circus theater. Only cats appear.
Oh my goodness.
Yes,
that's
I
amazing.
recommend you to visit it if you have a chance to
Yeah.
come here.
Never heard of that, Yuki.
I think it's only one theater of cat circus.
My gosh, okay. I will definitely, maybe it'll be on YouTube. I'll have a look after class.
Maybe you can find.
Yeah, I might be able to. All right, last sentence. I also know there is a cat who has learnt, I think, has learnt how to go to the toilet, is what we say. How to go to the toilet by itself. Or you could maybe say how to use a toilet, right? Which is probably better, in fact, because what you mean is that it uses like a human toilet, I think.
Okay.
Maybe a human who is lazy and doesn't like to study like you. That's a load of rubbish. Has to learn good manners like cats. There you go. All right, that was really good.
It's connected to previous class. I tend to procrastinate.
You've done great today. Well done.
That's behavior.
Yeah, absolutely. Just Take care with your articles, Yuki, because that's the main thing. You can see as you go through, right? I know it's really tricky to get the hang of those if your own language doesn't really have them. But well done. Other than that, it was a really interesting, informative piece of writing.
Thank you.
All right,
I
and last
did.
but not... Sorry, Yuki?
I did my best.
That was, yeah, it was awesome. I learnt loads. I have to look up the cat circus.
Yeah, exactly.
All
You
right,
have
I definitely will. Diana, are you still there? And do you have your writing for us? I wonder if she's there. Are you there, Diana?
Hello, sorry. I didn't make an elaborated writing, but I only made some brief descriptions about some pictures. It's possible.
Yeah, no problem. Can you paste it somewhere for me into the chat box or the document so that we can see it?
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Thank you, Diana. Right. And what we'll do is on to another page, I think. Okay, here we go. So, as always, could you read this for us, please?
Okay. The picture looks like the polar lights over the sea, reflecting a beautiful green color in the water in a dark and lonely night. It is maybe in Alaska or perhaps in the north of Canada, and is the most beautiful spectacle in the world. I really will see it at least once in my life. This is about the picture of the aurora boreal.
Yep.
And the second one it's about the picture of the giant. The picture shows a giant man searching for something in a little house. I can see a small woman in the door of the house. The house is an old house and have the walls destroyed for the strength of the giant. It seems like the man was buried and he was trying to unearth the house in an attempt to get out of the earth and show his power.
Awesome. That's so cool how it's very different from Alejandro's, but I like your idea. This word is buried.
Oh,
Buried.
buried.
Yeah,
Buried?
think of the word berry, right? You know those things you eat? And then with a D on the end. That's how we say it. I know it's really off-putting because the spelling looks completely different. But we say buried, okay?
Okay.
All right. Cool, Diana. Really great descriptions. Let's have a look and see if there's any corrections. So the picture looks like the polar lights over the sea, reflecting a beautiful, we don't need a capital, green colour
Yeah.
in the water on a dark and lonely night. I love it. It is maybe in Alaska or perhaps in the north of Canada and is the most beautiful spectacle in the world. I really would see it at least once in my life.
Right. Yes.
I think you mean I really would like, right?
Yes.
Like to see it at least once in my life. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Well done. Okay, the next one. The picture shows a giant man searching for something in the little house. I really like the way you thought he was searching. I didn't think of that. So put a full stop here because you're going to go on to some new information. I can see, we don't need an because S is not a vowel, okay? So a small woman.
Yeah.
In the door of the house. Yep, the house is an old house. So this, I could hear you giggling because it was a bit repetitive, right? It's okay. You can use this if you want to sound like poetic, or you could just say the house is old if you want to get rid of the repetition, right? The house is old. But that's up to you. You can keep it the way you had it before. Don't forget and has, not have, because it's the house. And has the walls destroyed for the strength of the giant. What do you mean exactly? That the giant has destroyed the walls?
Wait. What?
when you say that the walls destroyed for the strength of the giant, it doesn't quite make sense. So I'm just checking your meaning. Do you mean that the giant has destroyed the walls?
I think that he is searching or looking for something inside the house.
Yep.
He is the hand of the Faman is inside of the house.
Okay, so what I think we
it
should
wasn't
put...
broken.
Yeah,
For the hand.
okay. Yeah. So not for. For is the preposition that makes it confusing. What you need to say is by, okay? It's something, if we use by to say who did it, right? This book was written by, I don't know, J.K. Rowling. Harry Potter's an awesome book. Okay. But here, the walls were destroyed by the strength of the giant. Or, the house is old and has the walls destroyed and has walls. We don't need to say the. We can say and has walls that have been destroyed by the strength of the giant. Or you could say the house is old and the walls have been destroyed by blah blah blah. It seems like the man was buried and he was trying to unearth the house in an attempt to get out of the earth and show his power. I really like it. Awesome idea.
Okay.
Done. Excellent work. Really accurate. Well done. Alright guys, we're a little bit late in finishing, so I'm going to let you go in case you've got another class that you want to go to now. But well done for some really, really good writing. I hope you have a great weekend. I'm on holiday next week, so if you come to another of my classes, I'll see you the week after next. Other than that, take care and see you soon.
Thank you for the
Bye
class.
bye.
Bye guys.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.